text here. Obviously being very boring. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Done with reading text for right now. Can't make any promises 5 minutes from now, but for right now I'm good. So, what we want to do is I want to make a log suit. And I could use a spear. But anyways, I gotta do stuff to research. Like, get research points. So... eat some berries for right now. Keep my health up a little. Just go through all my stuff here so I can really see what my stuff is. We can eat seeds too. They're not as like beneficial, but I mean you can eat them if you need to. Yeah, I'm not too worried about pine cones right now. I'm just gonna research a little with that stuff right now. Use some more, I did not want to do that, but okay. There we go. And you notice over there when you hit a certain amount of research, stuff will automatically like pop up and show you that, oh yeah, you can research this now. I always love what the pigmen say. Do not pig, you ugly monkey man. You have meat. It's always so nice. I do not care about a razor right now, so I'm not going to be worried about that. Catches bugs, bird trap, catches green beasts. I could use that, but I don't want to waste the research, more or less. What did I get down here? Boards. That's pretty useful, but I don't need it right now, like I said. There's other important things I could use. And I really want, I want a spear or something that I can use a weapon, at least. I'm not too worried about the armor anymore. But I really want to get them some meat, so hopefully they can help me out. So yeah, so that's what we're going to focus on. And we're just going to cut down a shit ton of trees. So let's get to it. Like I said before, you can go around with a shovel if you want. I'll probably do that, why not? Just grab the extra logs, why not? Do it. Might as well. I'll dig this up. There's more twigs. That's a nice all. Okay. We need a smaller tree to chop down. My axe is not going to last that long. So. Hey, welcome everyone. My name is Jolt, and I am playing Don't Starve. It's a new indie game out. It's coming out in March. This is a beta version of it, so don't know what this is entirely. Don't be like shocked or awed or anything. Well, you should be awed because it's a pretty fun game actually. Like I've said before, I'm still learning a lot about it too. Yeah, overall it's a really fun game, so you should definitely look into it. Anybody who's curious about it. But thank you for joining me, and yeah. So I've just been playing around a little, like I've told people before. Yeah, it really is a simple game, like a simple premise. It's really chill, just basically the idea is to collect a lot of resources and survive, basically. Research things. It's basically like a normal survival game. It's just got a really cool art style to it, and it's kind of laid back until you get like higher up. It gets really difficult, but for right now, it's just like really laid back, and just, you know, make sure you build a campfire every night, stuff like that. So what I did right there, for anybody who doesn't know too much about this game, is that's a science machine. What you do is you add resources to it, and you can research things. If you get it high enough, you can build things like what I've got right here. What I'm going to do is use my 100 points up here that I have for research to research a spear. So when I do that now, I will be able to build it. So what I just did is I got a spear right there. Now, you can do a lot of stuff with this. You can attack these guys if you want, but I would definitely advise against that because they can be very helpful down the road. What I'm actually going to try to do is kill some birds. I know that's terrible sounding, but... Okay, I thought you could throw these spears. Apparently you can't. You learn something new every day. So yeah. But... that's basically the idea of the game, more or less. It's just you're going around collecting resources and trying to survive as long as you can. We have the day counter up here, health, food, which I need food right now, and I have no food. I need food, so give me food. And petals do not do anything. So, unfortunately, I think what I'm going to have to do is go down to the other biome I was at and try to get some more resources that way. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to build another campfire, which I really don't want to do, because even though I've got the resources for it, I still don't want to, because it's good to just try to save as many resources as you can. Actually, I'm not going to do that right now, because I'm in a forest biome right now, and if you stay in that, some trees will actually come alive and attack you and chase you, which is not what I want to happen to me right now. Even though I've got a weapon right now, I still do not have any armor, and these things are crazy scary looking and super strong. So we're not going to do anything like that to provoke them. So we're going to stay in our nice little place with our pigmen here that apparently their pig king smells. My guy says he smells. I don't know if he smells. He seems like a cool guy, but we'll go with what he says. And yeah, so we're going to stay here for the night. We're going to relax because I do not want to go through that forest. But next day, we will. So as you see, the counter is going to get really dark right now. And I do need food. Yes. So I'm going to plant a berry bush to at least get some berries to hold me over here. Yeah, that's basically the story of the game. It's a really fun game. Everybody should really look into it if you're interested and you're curious. On Steam right now, I believe it's like $12, I believe, and you get 2 copies of the beta version, which is even cooler because that means you can share it with like a friend that you know is interested in the game, or if you want to just give it away as like a cool gift to someone and be like, hey, you want to try this out? Totally do it. I mean, it's like a deal. It's a really great deal, I think. $12 for this game. It's really fun so far. I've played through it a couple of times, and I mean, you always see like new things every time you play. Even on the same map, if you play the same map over and over again, you still see totally different things that you never saw before, and you see new biomes and everything. It's a really fun game. Like, I mean, here's the whole map, and this is what I've explored so far in only 6 days. I mean, it's endless. It's huge. It really is. So, yeah, just once again, I want to say thank you for joining me, everybody. My name's Jolt. If you like what I'm talking about, or if you like my deal, I don't know, hopefully you do. I'm a pretty cool guy, I guess, like chill, laid back, not cool being sarcastic or being, you know, like egotistical and be like, oh, I'm cool, but, you know, I like to be just laid back, so I hope you guys are having fun. I'm definitely having fun. I just started on Twitch like probably a week or 2 ago, so all the support you guys can give me is great. I also have a YouTube channel with a couple of guys from college with me. It's called Determined to Fail Gamers. We're on YouTube, like I said. We have a channel with a couple commentaries on there of games. I played Star Wars a couple times back. That's also on my Twitch account down below. You can watch those if you want to go back and look at those. Star Wars The Old Republic. I have a character on there. I'm probably going to play a lot of that again, but I just wanted to switch it up. I also played The Lone Survivor. The audio on it really sucked though because I had to be really quiet one night, unfortunately, so it kind of sounds like I'm whispering, which I basically was. So I apologize for that in advance to anybody who goes back and watches it, because it really is really bad quality, but there's nothing I could really do about that, and I really wanted to play the game. And I'll probably go back and finish that, because I think one more playthrough of that, or like one more stream will basically finish that game up. So that's also down below. Like I said, go support us, subscribe to us on YouTube. Once again, Determined to Fail Gamers. It's under Determined to Fail Game. My name's Jolt. I play along with Torched and Gidget. They also have Twitch accounts on Twitch, so you should go look them up too. They play a lot of League of Legends, Binding of Isaac. What else do they do? I think Torch is actually going to start playing Don't Starve also, so if you're really interested in this game, you want to see like a different take on it, definitely go follow him and watch him. We support everything you guys do for us, so yeah, just thanks in advance for everything, and thanks for watching again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set a trap for this rabbit, and he's going to run into his hole. I'm going to try to get, let's see, I have no seeds. So I need seeds, so actually I'm not going to do this yet. There's some seeds. I actually need the seeds more for myself right now than anything. I need to go back to the original biome I was in and actually get some food for myself, because I know I got a lot to collect still over there. So I'm going to unfortunately have to leave the pigmen behind. So sad. Poor pigmen. But yeah. So this is basically right here, for those of you just joining us. This is like a bridge that gaps the biomes of the world. I mean, you can have multiple biomes in one giant island. Like if I show you on the map here, this is like one giant island. You can have multiple biomes in there, but usually it's kind of like like a general biome, and then maybe like a little here and there of other ones. So basically, to go to different biomes, you have to go between those land bridges. And there's usually only like one or two different ones off of each island. So yeah, so basically the name of the game is Explore and Survive. And I am starving. Actually, the story of the game, they don't really tell you much of the story, at least to my knowledge. When you start the game, I apologize because you just joined us, so you didn't see it much, but this guy just pops up. You wake up more or less, not knowing what happened or where you are, kind of, in this strange world, and there's all these monsters. And you're basically just trying to go around survive. And basically the name of the game is Don't Starve and Don't Die. So, I mean, you think the title is kind of goofy, but it honestly is about don't starve. That really is the name of the game. Like, you're just trying to go around staying alive for as long as you can, basically. I think that's all it really comes down to. Like I said, I'm still new to this game, so I haven't made it too far. I've made it a little over 10 days, and I know people that have made it like over 100 days, probably 150 days. So I am no expert by no means to this game. So, like I said earlier, whatever I say could be completely wrong, could be only my opinion. So don't take everything I say like 100%, you know, like it's got to be factual. But I know so far that the name of the game, what I played, is to just survive. You want to stay away from the monsters and basically just create basically like a camp for yourself where you can support yourself, and meanwhile in your spare time go around and just explore and collect resources. So that's basically the game, like the name of the game that I know of. But yeah, there could be something totally different. I'm not entirely sure, like I said. But that is what it is to me so far. And it's really fun. I mean, like I said before, definitely I encourage everybody to go try this game. I love it so far. It's actually kind of challenging too at first. Like, I'm slowly getting the hang of it, but I know I'm not going to last that much longer. If I do, that would be great. But it actually is a tough game. Like, it really is. And it's really cool too. I mean, like, I'm surprised too, at least, that, you know, usually when I play a game I expect a decent plot, you know. Not saying this game doesn't have a decent plot, but it's just interesting because it just starts you off with nothing. The game even says it doesn't give you any controls or anything because it doesn't want you to like play a certain way or do something specifically a certain way, because they don't want you to do that. They want you to just play how you want to play, which is really cool to me because a lot of games don't do that nowadays. A lot of them are like, okay, here's a button to do this, you gotta get this objective, do this, level up this way, do this if you want this, you know, stuff like that. So it's really like a new twist on it. Okay, I'm gonna have to make a fire soon, but I want to try to get that rabbit. Oh well. So yeah, so for those of you joining us also now, this is gonna be your first night you see. So I'm just gonna mine this really quick. There's another gold nugget. Good. More rocks, which you need. Yeah. So at night, basically the idea, the main point of the night, is to basically stay in around a fire or have a torch with you, because if you go out in the dark, you will die almost immediately. Especially if you have no armor, weapons, because there's this unseen enemy in this game. He's like the main enemy, I guess you could say. I mean, there's not really a main enemy in this game, but he's, if you could call any enemy a main enemy in this game, it was him. You'll never see him, what he looks like. And basically, if you step out in the dark, it's pitch black. You'll see in a minute once it gets dark. It's going to right now. And you step out there and there's no light. You'll say, your character will say it's too dark, and then eventually you'll just start getting attacked and you'll die very quickly, like the first couple days. And you don't know what happened, basically. So this area right here where you see the light is basically where you want to stay in at night. Like, you want to stay around a fire source, sorry. You can venture out a little, but like I said, just be wary of that. Do not go too far or it could end badly for you. So yeah. So just stay around your fire, and no, you actually don't have to sleep at all in this game, which is kind of interesting. Basically, this is all you do. You cycle through night and day, and you just keep your fire up at night, and during the day you just explore. That's really the name of the game. Like, there's no sleep, there's no bed. Yeah. There's nothing like that, which is kind of interesting too. I kind of like that because it takes a hassle out of it, I guess. Like, I play a lot of Minecraft. I might throw some Minecraft stuff up there, just a heads up later. But yeah, like the idea of where you gotta sleep and like Minecraft, for anybody that knows about the game. I'm sure a lot of people do. But if you don't have yourself well guarded while you sleep, you could get attacked by monsters and get waken up at night. But that's what I like about this game, because as long as you're in this range of light here, or if you have a torch with you, you're safe. For the most part, unless you go out and provoke something and bring them towards you, then you might have a problem. But yeah, I mean, it's really, I like that about it, because you don't have to bother with something like that. I guess they felt it wasn't necessary. I mean, this is enough of like a survival game where you don't need to add the extra things like sleep. So yeah, this is it. This is really night. And up here is your gauge, like your day gauge right here. The black is like complete night. Red is more like an afternoon dusk, I guess you could say. And the yellow is your day. And there's your night right there. And it seems pretty simple, actually. It does, but when you first play the game, it's kind of like, it's interesting because you don't know what to expect. And you gotta properly place your campfires. I mean, for the most part, you can, like in biomes like where I am right now, the plains, or not the plains, just like the grassland, you don't have to worry about too much, but if you make it in a forest, you could have something called tree guards come after you. So, and like in a marsh, also I told people earlier, if you ever find a marsh biome, like in your first couple days, immediately turn around. Do not go in there, because there are these things called tentacle monsters. And if they find you, they will kill you very fast. So you gotta watch out for them, because they are bastards. Not to be like vulgar or anything, but they are just terrible. They are completely terrible. So, yeah, avoid marshes at all costs. Just saying. You'll really regret going into them early on. At least from my experience, and what I've heard from other people too. Oh, and if you look up there, we've got our trap caught. And I just got a rabbit down here. So, that's really cool. That's what I was going for. So, I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. I think I'm going to try to give it to the pigmen, and hopefully, to their leader, their pig king, and hopefully he will help me out. I think he will. Just gotta eat something first. Yeah, so we should be able to make the journey back, I hope. Oh, let's get some more carrots. And carrots are actually really good for catching rabbits, but also for healing yourself.